My name's Dawn Robinson. I'm a dancer and dance artist. I also work in research, writing, film, video, and occasionally music. So the ghostwriting dance is kind of an overflow or a place to place and explore and experiment with the embodied ideas that I've accumulated over a 7-year-ish period doing a different research project, which is a text-based and interview-based primarily project interviewing Indigenous, Butoh, and improvising dancers in Canada and worldwide. So the ghostwriting dance is a wonderful opportunity for me to take a moment to try something which I've been curious about for a long time in a presentation format, and that is to combine text with dance. And I don't mean spoken text, I mean written text, the written word. My interest in researching memory and forgetting primarily began when I was doing my research for my thesis project, which was at York University, and I was primarily studying Butoh at the time, which is initially a dance form that had its advent in Japan just after World War II. And memory and forgetting came up in this research because of the cultural memory and what the early Butoh artists, Tatsumi Hijikata and Kazu Ono, were doing to subvert their own cultural memory. And I became very fascinated by this. What I found is, for dancers specifically, there was not a lot of written records of dancers talking about memory. Dance is largely an oral and embodied tradition, and the written part is kind of, there's always efforts to catch it up. And I have questions around whether we even need to do that or just continually instead reassert that the body and the dance in of itself is fine enough, thank you. But nonetheless, I did feel concerned that while dancers have a very specialized knowledge about physical memory, cultural memory, ancestral memory, what it means to forget those things as well, and that dancers are really containers of our cultural history, that no one was really asking them, hey, what's your relationship to memory and what do you know about it? So having been frustrated to not be able to find enough information in a written form from dancers' perspective, I wanted to seek it out and began a process of interviewing dancers to try and glean that information from them. Also, I'm interested in just kind of tipping the audience off to something there and saying like, hey, if the viewers if they have questions, then I'm very excited because I have questions too. I don't have answers. I pose questions, I set parameters, put the experiment into place, and then see what happens. And part of seeing what that is what are the questions that then come out of that, and how do people respond to it?